Yard man.
Boom! A YaadHoopz and we can't lose. Yes, sir. We're here with some more topics. Playoffs. Well, All Star folding up. So before that, we'll have the trade deadline. So kicking it off, talking about the rumors and the buzz around the league when it falls to the different trades. So let's talk about the most confusing trade, in my opinion, that happened recently. Is the Trae Young trade. So y'all on the East
Mm.
Coast, so tell me how y'all feel about that Trae Young trade.
Well, so Lee, you can kick it off.
Yeah, man. I mean, to me, I feel like it don't paint Atlanta Hawks in a good light. Feel like Trae Young has been there, been a few time All-Star, and I think them reached to the point where they believe that Jalen Johnson, the young youth them have over there, is the future of their team, and them trying to go to a different route. So I think it's just a bad look for Trey, honestly. When I look at the totality of it, Trey got traded for CJ McCollum, agent CJ McCollum, and I think his name is Chris, some 3-point shooter that them have over there in Washington went over to Atlanta. So for me, yeah, it kind of put more in like Trae Young career. Like he had a promising start to his career, going to the Eastern Conference Finals, I believe. And it's like ever since that, Trae Young just really, I think he was supposed to be the guy who would take the mantle from Steph Curry. And then it's like, no, I'm kind of just another player. If you can get traded for CJ and somebody we barely know who's a good 3-point shooter, then it kind of looked bad. I feel like Atlanta could have get a little bit more for him, but yeah, I don't know. It's just more a reflection on how low the stock for Trae Young has fallen for real.
Okay. I see where you're coming. I see where you're saying with that, but Trae Young, I feel like he hit his peak. I feel like the organization feel like he hit his peak maybe 2-3 years ago because they haven't been that impactful as a team since like the early playoff runs back a couple years back. That was like the heights of Trae Young greatness. Probably that's how the organization looking at it. He's not merely making a huge difference in recent NBA times, but when he was playing the Knicks a couple years back, he was doing his thing. I can't forget that series, and he looked like he had a lot of potential. As you said, people were propping him up to be maybe another Steph Curry like player, 3-point ball, but it just hasn't been. It hasn't really been longevity with Trae Young. So for the most part, I agree. Trae Young, his stock has fallen a bit.
Him used to own the Knicks. Him used to be like the Knicks' worst nightmare. He
Right.
used to be the
Yeah,
Knicks.
you remember the game when the man kill we and then the man a throw dice on the court and all of them thing there, How
Yeah.
quickly things change, man. The man
Times
get traded for dice for some chump change. That's how I feel. So listen, it taught
CJ
me
is a baller though. CJ McCollum is a baller.
no, right, CJ. Man, not this CJ when I said that, but CJ is a veteran at this point in time.
Yeah.
And you're
And
saying
Trey's still
CJ
young.
for Trae Young is
You
in
see
his
what I did
prime.
there?
Man, like
Trey's still young.
he's actually the age he's at now, he's supposed to be in his prime. So I mean, honestly, it's a good trade for Washington. Washington has a nice young core over there. Guys like Bob Carrington and dudes like that over there. They do have a nice core. Jordan Poole looking like him knows some semblance of ball again. So there can be something brewing there. Like the OKC Thunder in the next 3-4 years. Keep a look for Washington for real. But for me, Atlanta, it kind of showing why them is always a mediocre franchise. I'm not really making these decisions and these moves like that. I do think Jalen Johnson is a baller. And we're gonna see what them can, get with him. And I rate Dyson Daniels as well. Good two-way player, more like a defensive player and thing. But yeah, dog, we'll see. I don't think Trey actually did have anybody him could bring to the Eastern Conference Finals with him. Teams has never been that good. honestly. So
Mhm.
kind of hard done by, but yeah, I think them could have get a little bit more of a trade. Trade at least get some picks for All-Star. Is supposed to at least get some future picks, you know. So
Right.
that's all I feel.